it's Rebecca here from Precious Pages Papercraft, and today I'm designing a layout for Hip Kit Club. I'm working with the May 2022 kits, and today is technique focus day, so I'm going to be focusing on fussy cutting. So I'm using the Besties Forever patterned paper, and you'll see here it's that lovely one that's got all the black and white frames on it. I've taken my scissors to it and I have cut all of the frames out individually, and then I've selected all of the square and rectangular frames and I've arranged them on my background. Some portrait, some landscape, I've turned some around, and I stuck those down flat with some double-sided tape. And that's given me kind of like a grid design in my background. And I know I want to have my photo placed over on the right, because my little boy's got his right hand out and it just felt like he was holding the centre of the page. It just felt like the natural position for it. And then I'm going to use some smaller bits from the kit to embellish. But I know I wanted to add some colour to these frames, and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to colour the centre of all of the frames in or just that border, the frame on each one. So I had a little bit of the paper left that I hadn't cut into, so I just sort of tested out both techniques to see which I preferred, and I thought I preferred actually just the subtle look of just the border being coloured. So I'm using all three inks from the May colour kit, and they are all Catherine Paula Designs ink pads, and I love these. They're really kind of wet ink pads, react really nicely with water, and you can kind of make them into watercolours if you use some packaging like I've done here. So I've got the orange that I'm using here is called Tiki Torch. There's also a pink pad you get in this month and it's called It's a Girl, and then you also get a lovely purple colour, it's like a lilac, and it's called Serenade. So I'm just going to use each of those to work my way around those frames, colouring the border all in. And there we go, the power of editing. I've skipped through the rest of that for you so that you didn't need to watch me colour all of them in. They're obviously dry, and now I'm working on my photo. So it's my little boy. We've got a kind of like a farm, I suppose you could call it, about an hour away from us. It's called World of Crocodiles, or Crocodiles of the World. It's a crocodile farm anyway, and they have loads of crocodiles and alligators and reptiles and things. And this was just a photo of him stood next to one of the enclosures. But I just love the peaceful look on his face. So I'm going to be scrapping that today. I've added a layer of craft foam behind the photo just to raise it up and help keep it the kind of central focus point of the layout. And now I'm going to work on embellishing around that. So I'm starting off with the die cut pack from the May embellishment kit. I absolutely adore these. They're lovely, bright and bold, vivid colours. If you know anything about me, you will know that I just love bright, bold colours. And these are beautiful. You've got pinks, oranges, blues, there's just so many different colours, and they're really bold, and they just look lovely on a page. So I'm going to have some of these arranged around my photo. Obviously it is a photo of a little boy. I'm not afraid to use florals on a boy layout. I used to have a very strict no flowers and rainbows and butterflies and things on boy layout, but I found that it was restricting what I could use so much that I wasn't really enjoying scrapping, and it meant that I couldn't have all the beautiful collections. So now I just embrace the florals and the butterflies, and I find that most of my pages from my little boy's album have either got flowers or butterflies on. It doesn't bother me too much anymore, and I'm not afraid to use pink on a boy layout either. It's my favourite colour, so it's really hard to avoid it. I love the way it looks. So I've arranged some of those florals around my photo. I've also used some of the Hip Kit Essentials metal dies. I've got a couple of floral dies from a few months back, and I've used those to cut myself a few smaller florals from one of the patterned papers in the collection. So I'm going to have those on this page as well. I've got die cut at the bottom of my photo that says happy. That is from the die cut pack in the main kit, the May main kit. Obviously those gorgeous fabric butterflies, the black and white butterflies. I've cut the white border off of them just because they were quite curvy, and I found that when I cut the border off them, they gave them kind of more pointy edges, which is just a look I preferred. So I've cut the outside white border off of those and had a few of those scattered across the page. I've used the thickers from the Pocket Life kit, and I love these. They're kind of like puffy thickers, really lovely material they're made from, and gorgeous wood grain colour, which matches the background of my photo really nicely. And I've just put my title as Love You, because like this was just a photo of my little boy at a crocodile park. Nothing really going on in the photo, it's just him posing next to an enclosure with some kind of like palm tree or bamboo tree or something like that, and I just thought it was a really lovely photo, so I've gone with Love You for my title. I've also bought in one of the foam stickers, those are also from the embellishment kit I think, and now I'm coming in with the sticker book from the Pocket Life kit. These are lovely gold foiled stickers, all floral and kind of leaves, and I had intended to just add a couple around my floral clusters, but I really liked the way they looked against the black and white of the frames, and apologies, the glare on my screen from my lighting, you can't really see them. Hopefully you'll see them more in the close-up, but they've added really lovely gold detailing to each of those frames that I fussy cut from that patterned paper in the beginning, and I love how that looks. Kind of created almost a new patterned paper in cutting those frames out and adding those gold stickers to them, so I think that's really pretty and I love the way it looks. And then I've just simply finished my page off with a few of those gorgeous puffy heart stickers from the May Pocket Life kit. And that is me done today. So I hope you've enjoyed this layout and it's given you some inspiration. Fussy cutting is one of my favourite things to do. I would never have used that frame patterned paper as a whole sheet. I would have been more inclined to use the other side of it. But by fussy cutting those frames out, it's enabled me to make a whole layout using them in a way that kind of fits my style of scrapping. So fussy cutting can be a great thing and well worth giving a go. So I hope it gives you some inspiration. I'll pop some links in the description box below for you to our Hip Kit Club website, where you'll find details on subscribing to our kits and all the benefits you can get for being a Hip Kit subscriber. And I'll also pop in a link to our Hip Kit Club group on Facebook. That's always a mouthful, so please do head over and join us there. But for now, thanks again for joining me, and I shall see you next time.